Hello, and welcome to the Rutgers University Libraries. This video will introduce you to SOAR and explain how to add your research to the repository. SOAR stands for Scholarly Open Access at Rutgers. It's an institutional repository where Rutgers researchers can deposit their scholarly works and discover works authored by colleagues. SOAR was developed in response to the Rutgers University Open Access Policy for the purpose of providing and maintaining public access to Rutgers research and scholarship. Works deposited by authors are made available through the SOAR Research Portal and indexed by Google and other search engines where they can be discovered and read by researchers worldwide. The Rutgers Open Access Policy stipulates that researchers deposit a copy of each scholarly article produced while at Rutgers at the time of its acceptance for publication. However, researchers are welcome to submit all types of scholarship to SOAR, including, but not limited to, articles, book chapters, conference papers, theses and dissertations, reviews, presentations, patents, technical reports, datasets, and creative works. Depositing your work in SOAR makes it openly accessible to researchers and scholars around the world, allows it to be discoverable by search engines such as Google and Google Scholar, preserves it on a secure server with a persistent URL to ensure permanent access, and helps fulfill funder and institutional mandates regarding open access. To add your work to the repository, visit soar.libraries.rutgers.edu, click Deposit Your Work, and log in using your Rutgers NetID. After logging in, you will be taken to your personal researcher profile, which contains information about you and any works that have already been added to the repository. Click Add Content to deposit a new work. Select the type of work you wish to submit and enter a title, DOI, or PubMed ID. If your work has already been published, SOAR will attempt to automatically populate the submission form with any metadata it finds. If your work is unpublished or no matches are found, describe it by providing the requested information. To upload a copy of your work, simply drag and drop the file to the designated area. You can also add a link to a file that is hosted elsewhere. Click Edit Metadata to add details about the file, such as version, license, or embargo information. Most publishers allow authors to deposit their accepted manuscript in their institution's repository. The accepted manuscript is the author's final draft after it has been peer-reviewed and accepted for publication, but before it has been typeset and formatted by the publisher. Library staff will research your publisher's policy during the review process to ensure compliance with applicable copyright laws. If your research was grant-funded, use the Relations tab to enter the funding body, grant name, and grant ID. If your funder is not listed, add your grant information using the Note field in the final step. Once all your information has been entered, go to the final step to review your deposit. After reviewing the deposit agreement, check the box to accept the terms and click Submit to complete your deposit. Your submission will be reviewed by library staff. You will be notified via email once your submission has been published and provided with a permalink where you can find your work in the repository. All of your deposits will be assigned a DOI that can be used to share your research with others. You'll also receive a monthly usage report with view and download statistics demonstrating the impact of your research. SOAR showcases Rutgers scholarship and makes it freely accessible to the world. Visit soar.libraries.rutgers.edu to begin depositing your work today.